Okay, save it. Write it down. Because we always say we're going to do these things and we forget them. Write it down right now. Write it down live for the people to see.
I'm going to write it down live.
He's writing it down live.
What am I writing down?
I don't know, whatever we just said.
I ask people if they like sick and they play. I don't know what the question will be.
Just write something down to remind us of it. I don't know. Something like that.
All right. 6.
Right. While Adam's writing that down, hope you're all having a wonderful Christmas day. And thank you very much for checking out the podcast. And thank you very much for all the amazing support we've had this year. Because when we looked at our Spotify Wrapped not long ago and we put that on, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe all these people, all people in different countries. So many people have been listening to us, and with such a great response in the Discord and likes on all of the social media. It's just been amazing. I know the only way is up, because I feel like the podcast is just getting better and better, but it's a great feeling when me and Adam have been working on this for, how long has it been? Year and
about a year and a half.
Year and a half, yeah. And just such a great response from people. It's just been incredible. It feels so good whenever we come to do it. And me and Ad always have just a blast talking about music, just babbling, just two idiots babbling nonsense to each other. For some reason, people like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh man, yeah, I'm so glad you brought that up at this point as well. Because it was when I went through. I didn't know we could do the Wrapped for the podcast, even though I think I did it last year. I kind of forgot about it. But going through it, and it was like, I think it was 221 people. You are the top 10. You're in the top 10 for 221 people. 75 people's #1 podcast of the year.
Yeah,
which felt incredible. We, like I said, I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Really, really love the fact that we're getting this kind of support, this kind of listenership and viewership, I guess.
Yeah.
Community going.
Yeah, it makes us want to do even more, which is why we were like, let's do some awards, man. Let's get people to vote on stuff and get people more sort of interacting with us and that. And we still got the ultimate lineup was going to continue next year as well, because people were really loving that.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Definitely.
So that's another thing
I need
that
to
we've
get
got.
back on that.
Yeah, but it's good. It's good. That's what I mean. Like, it's nice. It's going to take us a while to do, but we can stretch that out, because there's going to be so many bands on it. It's going to take ages anyway, but it's nice to have what we got now and then start it again next year and then just do it sort of up to the, the festival season. So exciting. Shall we just quickly, before we go into other stuff, on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you for the download lineup next year?
Me? For some reason, I thought you were propositioning.
I'm talking to you.
I know. I don't understand why I did that.
All right. Okay, Adam. How excited! I have to say your name now, because apparently someone else is here. But also, this is the question for everyone else. Like, come on Discord and tell us. But seriously, how excited? Because I haven't looked at it since we sort of reacted to it, and then I went onto the download page today, just had a look, and I was just like, oh my God, I've just remembered how insane this lineup is already. And it's not even finished. My mind was blown. So I wanted to ask you, like, have you looked at it since, or
no, I haven't looked at it.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Since we spoke about it, not properly anyway. But out of 10, I'd probably say a good 8 at the minute.
Solid.
And that's only going to go up as well.
Yeah,
as you know.
Yeah. That's a 8 solid, mate. That's great. Not even all the bands. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's going to be so many. We still don't know, obviously, if the Thursday is going to be a proper day, full day of bands, or half day of bands, or main stage, or whatever. So if it's a full day, God, there's going to be a lot of bands added to that poster. You're not even sure you're going to be able to read it, are you? There's going to be so many names on there. Like, who's playing? I just hope they get rid of that annoying alphabetical order thing, because that really annoyed me.
Yeah. It'll be as bad as the 2003 poster that everyone has. Like, you can't, if you zoom in, you can't read them. It's just too so pixelated.
Pixelated, you can't even read it. Download will just be like, listen, there's so many bands, we're not even going to bother naming them. Just come, all right? There's your headliners. Just come. Some of your bands might be playing. That's fine. Do you know one thing actually we haven't talked about, I don't think? because I don't think we've done an episode since. But it's definitely the fastest selling download in quite some time.
Yeah.
Like it's really, tickets have gone out super fast. And I know that's because Metallica, who always seem to sell tickets for download, and of course Bring Me the Horizon, who we knew would do numbers, but they're doing probably way more numbers than we thought they would. Like you said, people in work,
that's true.
People in your work that don't even like metal or anything are saying, "Oh, Bring Me the Horizon are playing Download Festival." Like, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that hasn't happened for a long time.
Yeah, I was at a gig the other day. Actually, I saw a guy I know, and he was talking to me about Download a little bit, and he was super excited about Metallica playing 2 nights.
Nice.
So they're out there. There are people that are super excited.
100%.
Not that I thought they were, but yeah, it seemed like most people, or the loud people, are the ones who. No, that's not the right way of saying it. The people who don't like it are being loud, like the loud minority usually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the minority are normally the loudest. The general people just will either be indifferent or say something, but they won't be the loud ones screaming about it. But yeah, like I had my friend Carter here last week on Friday, and he said, I'm watching both Metallica sets. He's a huge Metallica fan. So I'm watching both Metallica sets. I'm like, yeah, dude, I know how much of a huge Metallica fan you are. Go for it. I'm not going to have anything against you. I can tell you right now, I won't be watching 2 Metallica sets, but you crack on, mate. You go for it. Be watching the first one, but not the one on Saturday. I wouldn't have thought.
Sorry?
I said I'll be watching the one on Thursday. Friday, Bring Me. Then on Saturday, if someone else is playing that I really like, I'll go see them instead of Metallica. And then probably catch the end of Metallica if it doesn't overlap.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
That's my plan.
Well, shall we get on with the awards?
Yeah, let's do some awards, bro.
Okay. Well, we'll go through them. I think I will read them out as well and go from least amount of votes to most.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we can talk about it a little bit as well, because I have something to talk about.
Okay.
Good job we're on a podcast. Where is it? It's in our HQ, isn't it? I can't see your face. That's cool. So the nominations for Song of the Year were In Search of Sun, The Fire I Play With, Disturbed, Hey You, Ghost, Call Me Little Sunshine, Bring Me the Horizon, Strangers, and Rammstein, Angst. And I can tell you, the joint last place was Disturbed, with Hey You and Rammstein's Angst, which is a bit of a surprise.
Yeah.
Third place was In Search of Sun, The Fire I Play With.
Nice.
19% of the votes.
Nice.
I voted for that one. Second place. Shall I do second place or just go straight to first? So
do second if you want, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, cool. So second place was Bring Me the Horizon with Strangers, which means first place was Ghost and Call Me Little Sunshine with 38% of the votes.
Good single. So they are the winners.
Awesome. Yeah.
Our best single of 2022, Ghost, Little Sunshine. It's a good song. I really like it.
Yeah, I'm sure I listened to it.
Well, it's a great song.
I definitely did. Yeah.
Like I was saying before, it's like when I first reviewed it earlier in the year, I said it kind of sounds like something Metallica would have released off of Reload. It's got that kind of Reload sort of intro to it. Yeah. Like Memory Remains, Unforgiven 2 style intro at the beginning. But yeah, I really like that song. I'm glad it won. I'm just surprised that Rammstein, because everyone's just going crazy for this Rammstein album, that song didn't get any more votes. But
yeah. Sorry, Alexander. We'll have to see if they get best album. Okay. Next category was best up and coming band, and the nominations were Vended, Harriet, Bloodywood, Nova Twins, and Skinned, or SKYND. And in fifth place, with 0% of the votes, Nova Twins. Fourth place with 6%, Harriet. Then it was third place was Vended with 12% of the votes. And Skinned were second with 19% of the votes.
Nice.
So, with 62%, the winners of the best up-and-coming band are Bloodywood.
Yes. Well deserved as well. I'm actually surprised because I know that Skinned are getting up there now. Like, people are finally taking notice of them. So I was glad that they came in second. I thought Vended might win it because I know that a lot of people like Vended. So
yeah, I voted for Vended.
Yeah, I think Vended were going to be up there, but I think Bloodywood are just so good and they performed so well at British festivals last year. I think people are really, really, really digging Bloodywood at the moment. So fair play. They're a great band as well. I literally had them on the other day and people that were here were like, "Who's this?" I'm like, "Bloodywood." They're like, "This is sick." I'm like, "I know, it's really good."
Awesome. Let's go drink a sec. And a yawn.
Yawn it up, man. I'm going to open my second drink. I'm going to open, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, what have you got?
Bit of Leffe.
Leffe.
Yeah, it's like it's like
it was the World Cup.
Yeah, it's like a blonde beer. I'm pretty sure it's German. Yeah, this is lovely stuff. This is really good. And before this I drunk a Duel, which is like another blonde one as well. So yeah, cool. strong blonde. That's a Belgian strong blonde, and now I've gone for a German blonde. So cheers, everyone.
Cheers. I've gone for apple juice.
He's gone for an apple juice.
Cloudy apple juice.
Yeah, rock and roll, man. Rock and roll. And the classic download mug that I have a million of now.
So the intermission. This is the intermission, isn't
Intermission is the drinking part, yeah.
Yeah. And somebody comes down with a tray full of ice cream.
Yeah, give me my food. Bring me my food.
Okay, so next is Best Album. And the nominations for Best Album was Machine Head, Of Kingdom and Crown, Lamb of God, Omens, Parkway Drive, Darker Still, Ghost, Impera, and Slipknot, The End So Far. And, last place was Lamb of God with 0% of the votes.
I can't believe no one voted for Lamb of God. It's such a good album.
Yeah. Fourth was Machine Head with 6%. Who's next? Ghost came in third with 12% of the votes. I'm surprised they're not higher.
Yeah, people really were very specific with these, where they liked one particular thing. Like, wow, absolutely killed it.
Well, there's two bands left, or two albums left. Darker Still and The End So Far. And in second place was Slipknot, The End So Far. So the winner of Best Album 2022 Dear Download Awards is Parkway Drive, Darker Still. I cannot believe that beat Slipknot.
Yeah, it's fair enough. A lot of people were loving it. A lot of people. How many? What was the percentage?
44% and 38%.
Yeah, so a lot of people were liking it. It's split between those two, definitely. But I mean, personally, I prefer the Slipknot album. But listen, the fans have spoken, and when the fans speak, that's how we relay it. So yeah, Darker Still.
Yeah.
Parkway Drive.
Well, I voted for Parkway Drive.
Yeah.
I prefer that to Slipknot.
Yeah, a lot of people are loving them at the moment. They've gone super, super, super huge. So
yeah,
it's exciting for them. Like they'll be. Well, are they on the download lineup? No, they're not, are they? No, I don't think they are. Are they? They might be.
I think I
can't remember. I looked at it today, but I was just like fanboying out. I wasn't looking at any particular details. But they're a huge band. Like they're a huge band. They'll be.
Yeah.
I would give it a couple of years, and they might even be headlining. So they're that big.
Well, join us in 2023 when we do a recap of the download lineup because we can't remember.
We have to have it in front of us. I do remember that. But yeah, awesome.
Next
Yeah, well done.
category.
Thanks for voting on that one, guys. That's really,
Yeah.
really cool. Yeah, love it.
Yeah, definitely. Next category is a very interesting one.
Oh, should we do
interesting to me
should
anyway.
we do the one that we voted, we nominated next?
Yeah. Do you want to do that one?
Should I do
We'll
this?
do that
Because
one.
I've written a little
Yeah.
paragraph about this
Oh,
person that we've awarded this to.
nice.
So this award, the Rock Icon, we wanted to we're going to probably end up giving this award to people that have, made a difference or made a sort of huge contribution to rock music. These people, it can be anyone really, anyone that we think within that year has contributed sort of to music itself and to especially, rock or metal music. So the Dear Download Awards Rock Icon of the Year, we've given to obviously a huge loss for the music industry, Taylor Hawkins, because it was really sad when he passed away. We it's not good to lose these sorts of people these are the sorts of people that make our community and bands a much better place, considering that he was such a liked guy. So I've written a little paragraph just to say so. So unfortunately, he passed away earlier this year at the age of 50, which is crazy. That's no age to die, and it is a huge loss for the world of rock music. Of course, he started his musical career playing with Alanis Morissette, which a lot of people don't know. He was her drummer for a couple of years, and then obviously I think he must have become friends with someone there. I can't remember what the actual story is, but he joined Foo Fighters in 1996. Excuse me. And of course, the rest is history. Foo Fighters since have become one of the biggest rock bands on the entire planet. Some would even say they are bigger than Nirvana ever were. More records, more everything. They are just one of the biggest and one of the best. I love Foo Fighters to this day. I still do. And look at the songs this guy performed on. This is just to name a few: Everlong, The Pretender, Learn to Fly, Best of You, My Hero, All My Life, Times Like These, Monkey Wrench. I mean, these are songs that will be played for the next 40, 50 years and still considered to be great rock hits. He's going to be missed massively by the rock community, and we thought that we would just, put him as our rock icon of the year because he has contributed considerably to, our alternative scene. So we thought it was nice to give it to him.
Yeah. Very nicely put.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. The next category was the worst album of the year. And so this is interesting to me. So this is why I said I didn't do my votes until like the Friday just gone, because I wanted to listen to all of these albums.
Yeah.
I think I wanted to listen to the album of the year as well. I think I'd heard most of them, but especially Machine Gun Kelly. So the nominations were Machine Gun Kelly, Mainstream Sellout, Slipknot, The End So Far, 3 Days Grace, Explosions, Five Finger Death Punch, Afterlife, and Head PE, Caliphas Worldwide. And like I said, I listened to Machine Gun Kelly for the first time ever.
Okay.
And I didn't hate it.
Yeah, I said before, it's 0% offensive. It really can't offend anyone. It's more, I think people dislike him. They don't dislike, the music is, you put it on, you could just go, okay, there's nothing offensive or bad about it. It's fine. And if people like it, that's cool. It's not bad necessarily. But yeah, I think it's him. He puts himself into a lot of hot water, and the whole argument thing with Corey Taylor just didn't help anyone. And he sort of shoehorned his way into the music, into the rock sort of industry, and then became quite big. But hey, listen, he had the tools to do it. So yeah, but that's interesting,
and it
actually.
seems to have worked for him.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? If you can, why not?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Do you know what? It made me think of Blink-182, actually. It felt like a Blink-182 album.
Yeah. Yeah, he's played a lot of stuff with Travis from Blink. I know he's been like a huge Blink fan, so that's probably like one of his biggest influences. Say, I really like him as an actor. I loved him in The Dirt, that Motley Crue film. That was awesome. If you haven't seen The Dirt,
not seen that.
You should watch it, dude. I'm not a huge Motley Crue fan by any stretch of the means, but it was a really, really good film, and it's on Netflix. It's definitely worth a watch. There's some really, really good parts. You should watch it. I think you'll really like it. But he's in it, so it's great.
Cool. Well, we'll go through the votes, and I would say actually the winner of this should be the least voted for, right?
That's the
But no,
least. So the least worst album.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, it's worst album of the year.
Best of the
Yeah.
worst.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, so in fifth place was 3 Days Grace Explosions with no votes, 0%.
Okay.
And then we had fourth place was Five Finger Death Punch, Afterlife. I didn't even know they had a new album out until you pointed this out.
Yeah, I think it was a bit of when a band just comes out with an album, like kind of like Metallica have recently when they bring out that Lux Eterna song, which is fantastic, by the way. But they were just like, here's a song. And it's like, okay, well, this is the new Metallica song. I think it's just like that. Like, they're just like, here you go. That's for you guys. Thanks.
We should do that.
Just...
Our intro. Here's an episode of our podcast.
Bye.
Every episode. Sort that robot thing. Right. Yeah. Yeah, cool. No, I didn't know it was coming out. I got very bored of it very quickly, so I wasn't that interested.
Yeah, it's not.
I'm not surprised it's on this list.
It's not good.
Joint second was Head PE with Califas Worldwide and Slipknot. The end so far. Both with 19% of the votes. So, yeah, wow. I don't think either of us were really expecting Slipknot to get many votes in this, but joint second.
Yeah, I mean, we knew the reason we put them in there is because it is a very polarizing album. Some people love it, like me, and other people really don't like it. So I thought it would be worth sticking it in there because it'd be interesting to see. And it actually is quite interesting to see how many people don't like it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, so the winner with not as many as I was thinking he would, with 50% of the votes was Machine Gun Kelly.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
People don't like him.
To be like 80 to 90%. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. You thought it'd be more, but yeah. If that Slipknot album wasn't in there, and there was another album in there, it all would have been Machine Gun Kelly votes.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm curious. For people, I mean, the people who voted, I'm sure will be listening. Had you listened to the album? Be honest with yourself.
Yeah.
And if you hadn't and just voted anyway, go and listen to it. It's not a bad album, I didn't think.
Well, a lot of people like it. It's got a hell of a lot of streams and a hell of a lot of listens. He's huge. So yeah, a lot of people like it.
Don't tell people.
Don't tell people. Just keep the Machine Gun Kelly posters on your wall hidden from other people. Okay.
Is there like an incognito mode on YouTube or Spotify so it doesn't throw them at you again in the future?
Right. If you're watching this, if you're watching this and not listening to the audio version, okay, if you can see there's a white wall behind Adam. Yeah, that's actually a screen that he set to be the same color as his wall. When this goes off air, he will turn around and press a button, and that will turn into a giant Machine Gun Kelly poster, okay? So...
Yeah, that's the truth.
Yeah, well, there you go, exactly.
Right, let's move on. Let's go on.
Have you seen any of the clips of Pantera?
Not really.
They were sounding really good.
Were they?
Yeah, I was really like...
Awesome.
Okay, this is really good. And Leader texts me and he's like, dude, I'm like, I know it does sound really, really good. Like I'm so convinced still that they're gonna hop onto Download because they've got gigs all around Europe around the same time. They're playing in July, they're playing a couple of dates later in June, but they haven't announced anything for that little sort of Download slot. So I'm really, really hoping that Pantera will get onto Download because that again. If Pantera, Metallica, and Bring Me, that could sell out. I'm telling you right now, that will be literally monstrous. And I bet they're just saving it. If they're saving it, they're going to go, right, we're already selling tickets fast. And then all of a sudden, Black Pantera, those tickets will fly. I'm telling you. That would be crazy. Yeah. Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, I agree with you. I'm not surprised. And I've seen so many people, I know we've said it a few times before for like the previous one, so many people saying it's their first time on like the Facebook page.
Mm.
It'll be the first year going. Loads of them.
I done a download
So-
reaction on my YouTube, and literally every other comment that I've responded to is people saying it's my first download, it's my first download, it's my first. And then on my like camping tips, people have been commenting saying, "Oh, I'm going to download for the first time next year. You know, thanks for all these tips and stuff." It's like literally, like you just said, everyone is like, "It's my first year, first year, first year." I'm like, that's incredible. It's a really good draw for people to have like loads of new download people to just like add to the group, which is wicked.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Yeah, very cool. Shall we?
Yes, let's crack on.
Let's do this.
The next category is Best Download Festival Performance. And the nominations were A Day to Remember, Skin Dread, Malevolence, Korn, and Spirit Box. And so this one in 5th place was A Day to Remember with 0 votes.
Really? Wow,
Yeah,
okay.
0.
I thought they would be more popular. They're quite a popular band. I'm surprised no one voted for them.
Yeah. And then 2nd place, no, we can't go 5th to 2nd, 5th to 2nd. 4th place was Spirit Box with only 6% of the votes,
Wow.
which is odd. I was not expecting
Yeah,
that.
wow. They're such a they're so huge now. Like I thought, wow, that's crazy. But okay, yeah, maybe just a lot of people that listen to our podcast necessarily didn't go and see Spirit Box, which is fine.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. 3rd place was Malevolence with 12% of votes.
Excellent band.
And that leaves a very close one again. Skin Dread and Korn. I think we all probably would have expected number 1 to be Korn, which it is. But Skin Dread weren't far behind. So Korn had 44% and Skin Dread had 38%.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That is close. Although I must say, Korn were, for me, barring the headliners, so Kiss were fantastic, Maiden were absolutely brilliant. Korn were like mind-blowingly good. Like I say it all the time, but they just get better every single time I see them. And for a band that have been going that long, that's mad that they just keep getting better every time I see them, which is just insane. And that's the good thing about Korn. They always play the hits, but it's like the Papa Roach thing we say. Korn's albums are so consistently good that I always enjoy all the new stuff they play as well, which is why their gigs are so good. You know, some bands you play the new stuff, and if you're not into it as much, you're like, it's okay. And then you like when they play the old songs. But I legitimately enjoy every single track Korn play live.
Yeah.
Like every single one, new, old, whatever. If they do a cover, it's normally fantastic. They normally do medleys, which are brilliant. It's just like loads of little bits of songs. But yeah, Korn last year were just unbelievable. How they haven't headlined Download is just beyond me. To see 2 hours of that with a full stage setup would just be incredible. So hopefully that does happen in the future because
I mean, so many people want it.
Yeah,
to happen. It will. I'm sure they will.
Well, we know Andy Copping's a huge listener of this podcast. So Andy, come on, mate, get it going. Get it going.
Yeah. Awesome. The last, the last one? Yeah, the last category was EP of the year. Well, we done album of the year. We did album of the year.
We have, yes.
Of course we did. And might have to cut a little bit.
It's all right.
Trying to work out what percentages I'll say because they're both 25%.
Oh, don't say. Just say.
Oh, okay.
Just say. Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, EP of the year we had Spirit Box, Rotoscope, Bad Wolves, Sacred Kiss, Asking Alexandria, Never Gonna Learn, Killing Joke, Lord of Chaos, and Bleeding Through Rage. I had to listen to all of these as well before I could do my votes.
What did you think?
I really liked. I think I quite liked Bad Wolves anyway.
Yeah,
I think
they are good.
I might be thinking of somebody else. I ended up voting for Asking Alexandria. They're completely different to what I thought they were.
What did you
Killing
think
Joke
they
and
were?
Bleeding Through, just a bit more screamy than they were. But I suppose it's kind of like Bring Me the Horizon have gone as well. They used to be quite screamy. Now he sings a bit more. As far as I'm aware, I'm not the biggest, the most knowledgeable on Bring Me the Horizon, but
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, you're right. Yeah.
But yeah, a lot more melodic stuff. A lot of just a lot lighter than I thought they were. I thought it was quite heavy with screamo bits.
Yeah, I'm sure. I know they've gone for a few different singers. I've never been a huge fan of theirs.
Okay.
I know Ben that's listening to this, Chid's vids. He's a big Asking Alexandria fan. But yeah, I think they've definitely evolved over the years, shall we say?
Yeah, and it's exciting for me actually because I mean, there was before this podcast, there was no way I would ever go back to any of these bands that I didn't like 15 years ago or something, 10 years ago, and give them another chance. But we've seen Parkway Drive. I've done that too.
Yeah.
Asking Alexandria.
Yeah.
I'm willing to give Bring Me a Go. I quite like some of their songs.
Yeah.
A few,
Yeah.
definitely.
It's good. Evolution, the evolution of Adam, or Adam 2.0, as he is now.
2.0. Awesome. But yeah, so but Asking Alexandria were in 5th place for this one with only 12% of the votes. Then joint third/4th is Killing Joke and Bleeding Through. And then, well, it's down to Spirit Box and Bad Wolves. And because of this is why I'm surprised that Spirit Box was so low down in the download performance.
Yeah.
Because they ended up winning it. Bad Wolves came second, and Spirit Box ended up winning it. So, like, I don't get it.
Well, it just depends, doesn't it? I think maybe people didn't see them, or we did say to people before, make sure you listen to these EPs if you haven't heard them, like you did, and maybe people listened to it and thought, you know what, Spirit Box are actually decent, so I'm going to go and vote for them.
Yeah. And I've just realised I've been messing up and talking about weird stuff, so I will have to go and edit a little bit of this. like saying about the percentages a minute ago. Like, why the fuck did I do that? Just own it. Just do it and own it. It'll be fine. So yeah, that brings us to the end of the 2022 Dear Download Award ceremony.
Yeah.
Ceremony kind of thing, isn't it? We didn't ask Ronnie to bring us into this.
We didn't.
We'll ask Ronnie to take us out.
Yeah, we'll get him to take us out.
Ronnie can be our outro. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, seriously, thanks to everyone who voted. It was awesome. It was great. I'm so glad that people came on and voted. Like we said, some people joined the Discord just to vote. So that was great.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just awesome. And this is only a starting point. Hopefully it'll be bigger and better, and we'll do different stuff next year, and some of the same, some more, maybe add some more categories and stuff. This is just the first one. So yeah, it's really great. Eventually we might manage to actually make an award that we can send to people, and that would be really cool. So me and Adam have talked about that, doing that in the future. So yeah, you never know. If we get a Patreon going and we get stuff like that, maybe we can afford to make some awards and actually send them to some bands, which would be pretty awesome. Yeah. So yeah.
I think we should send these to her though.
We will. We said before we're gonna try and send. We're gonna try and get information. We're gonna laminate a bit of paper, and we are gonna send it. We're gonna try and get it to these bands as much as we possibly can. But if it was an actual award, I bet they would much be better accepting it.
They would much prefer that. Yeah, and I mean, I'll make sure we don't go on strike next year. So they get there as well.
Exactly,
so
yeah.
Send them to them, they'll get there.
Fans wouldn't even get... Or I'll tell you what we'll do next year. I'll dress up as every band and I'll accept the award on their behalf dressed as them, okay? We'll do something, okay? We'll do some sort of forgery. If they really, really can't get an award to them, I'll be them.
Awesome. Butcher Babies. That'd be a good one.
There you go.
I think it's Butcher Babies. Anyway, yeah, that was such a cool idea, such a cool thing to do it. Like I said, we're going to try and get these awards to them. We've got so many big things lined up for next year. I'm going to have a spreadsheet. Spreadsheets are cool now.
Oh, hell's yeah.
And I'm going to be writing down. So I'm going to be going through everything we talk about, every EP, every album we talk about throughout the year. I'm going to write them down, and we're going to score them, and that'll be how we'll work out the sort of 5 nominations as well.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. I started that in the Discord, I believe. Is it there? New releases, yes. So that is a place where you can tell us what you're listening to. Tell us a new release that we might not have heard of. It could be your friend's band. If they're good and we listen to it, if we score it 10 out of 10, both of us, it'll end up in the nominations for next year.
Yeah, we might even. Things are really starting to kick up with live music again. Maybe next year we can do an unsigned band category, and listen to some bands that are a bit smaller than the bands that are on those lists, and maybe we can get some of those guys involved. So we got All Metal to the Masses happening next year. Everything's finally kicking off and coming back after the whole thing that's happened in the last couple of years. So yeah, hopefully we can add some more stuff to that and definitely get to some more gigs next year, which would be great.
Yeah, because I missed the Scratch. I said a little while ago, I was meant to be going to the Scratch, but in Bristol, but just COVID. My back was messed up. Jacob's was messed up because of it as well. He's still suffering. 3 weeks later. So yeah, we didn't go and see him in the end. So the one gig I was going to go to this year, other than download, and I couldn't do it.
And didn't get to it. Oh no. Yeah. Oh well, that's all good. I know. I was checking my stories. I know my friend Harry was the person who told us to go and see them at Download, and he went to see them. Him and Becca went to the Underworld to see them, and that looked incredible. So yeah. Apparently they're just one of those bands. Like I said, I saw them at Download. They were fantastic. They were so good. I saw them at Trees. They're just an incredible band. I will watch them whatever festival they play. But they're one of those bands, man. They're only from Ireland. They'll be over here a lot in the future. So we'll get to see them again. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, cool, awesome. Is there anything else we need to do before we close up shop? Can you think of anything? If not, I have a question for you, and then I have a request from you listening.
Okay, go. We'll do that. I'll cut it here. Go.
Yeah, cool. So, we should probably close up shop then very soon. We said it was going to be a bit of a shorter one. We haven't really got anything else to talk about. But I do have a question for you. This has been such an incredible journey so far. We've been going a year and a half. This is episode 36. And I came across something quite surprising a couple of days ago. Might have even been this morning. So, do you want to take a guess at what our most downloaded episode has been?
Oh, God, I have. Is it okay? Just give me a clue. Is it like a really left field one that I wouldn't think?
Number 2 is, but I can't just go number 2 straight away.
I'm gonna say, has Spotify ruined the music industry? Is that up there?
No, I think that's one of the lowest ones. I'm
really?
not sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Go on, hit me because I can't think. I'm okay, interested.
Yeah, no, it's fine. So number 1, what I wasn't surprised about, it was the Friday of Download.
Okay.
Where we talk. Hang on. I can't remember if it was the one before or after Download. Where we were just no, I think it must have been before. When we were reviewing all the bands
the preview
that we would be playing.
Yeah.
The preview. That's the one. Which wasn't surprising. Our numbers went through the roof at that point. Everyone's getting excited for Download.
Yeah.
So I would have thought number 2 and number 3 would have been a Saturday and a Sunday.
Yeah.
Of those 3, but it wasn't. Number 2 was our Senjutsu episode.
Okay.
Only just as well. Only by about, I don't know, about 20 downloads.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember what number 3 was?
400. It was the strange one again.
It was a weird one.
Number three could have been the first Roadrunner episode. I will check very, very quickly as we're talking. But
I did think that people would. I thought that was a really good stuff. Like we said, we'll probably end up doing a nuclear blast one as well. But I do think it's interesting to talk about labels, and Roadrunner is such a influential, had left such a mark on the, metal and alternative music. I could understand why that would be. If I was listening to a podcast personally, and I saw or an episode or a couple episodes about Roadrunner Records, I would listen to them straight away. Like that would be something that I would want to listen to, which is sort of the things that we make is the stuff that we would listen to. But that would definitely be one where I'd be like, oh, they've done a Roadrunner Records episode. Definitely going to listen to that. So yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
No, I was wrong. It wasn't that one.
Okay.
But good speech. Good speech.
It's a good episode, though, Go back. Listen, guys, go back and listen to all the episodes. If you're brand new to this podcast and you haven't listened, I know it seems like a task going through loads, but it's really not. Some of the episodes we've done previously are amazing and they really do deserve a listen. So go back. They've all got the titles, numbers, whatever. Start from the beginning, start from now, go backwards. It really doesn't matter. Just go back and check out some of the other ones, especially the Roadrunner one, because I think it's really good. But
yeah. Well, yeah, even the Senjutsu one, I don't know what was so good about it. But even Jacobs has said that's his favorite episode so far. And he's not even that big of an Iron Maiden fan. So I don't understand. But that was going to be my next question for the listeners. So, number 3 was Metallica's Secret Set.
Oh, okay.
In 2003.
Yeah. Okay.
When we spoke to Gareth. Was it Gareth, I believe?
Yeah.
Told us all about how he was drinking with the Murder Dolls.
Yeah.
And they saw Metallica's tour bus.
Nice.
Which was so I wasn't surprised about that one either. But yeah, so I am curious. So as it's Christmas Day, thank you very much for listening on Christmas Day. If you are,
Christmas Day.
You might be listening to it a couple of days after. But for a Christmas present for me, because I'm really curious, but I know Simon probably will be as well. What has been your favorite? Reach out to us. Send us an email, a Facebook message, Instagram message, anything. Join our Discord and send us a personal message or write it in one of the text channels. But yeah, I want to know what has been your favorite episode and why. Just because I'm really curious. Like, I don't know why. It'd be nice to know. Nice to know what people like. Anyway.
Yeah.
But we obviously didn't do this for the first 6 months. We didn't do anything like this last Christmas. So, because you normally would say like over the last year, what's your favorite episode this year? But we've never done this, so it's only a year and a half. It's not too much longer than a year. So yeah, let us know what's been your favorite episode and why, if you have a reason.
Yeah,
it'd be really interesting to know.
Yeah, me too. I'd love to know that, what people actually really, really dig. I mean, it won't have a knock-on effect. We're not just going to start doing content that people want us to do. We'll do that as well, but we're also going to do everything that we want to do because that's the point of the podcast. But it would be interesting to see what people really, really liked, which would be great.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, if people do like the band-specific ones, like the Iron Maiden and Metallica one, though, I was thinking earlier we could do more band-specific episodes.
Yeah, we will. We have spoken before about definitely doing a Papa Roach one, most likely doing a Korn one. I'm sure we'll do. And like we said before, we're going to do our top 10, albums from those bands and discuss them, kind of like we did in the Iron Maiden episode, which was really, really good. So yeah, we'll definitely do some band specific ones. Normally a band that's probably done around 10 albums or 8. We're not going to, unless they're huge, we're not going to discuss about a whole episode about a band that's done 1 album or 2 albums. We'll probably need a few more than that. But you know what I mean? The big sort of rock and metal bands, if there is someone that all of you guys really, really want us to talk about, me and Ad will literally go, even if we're not that familiar with them, listen to their stuff and do a top 10 albums. Like we will do that for you guys if you want. So if everyone votes, like everyone goes, oh my God, you should do like an AC/DC, or whatever, episode. We will do it if you
putting it a
guys
bit
really
too
do
far,
request
man.
one. Yeah.
That's going a bit too far saying
Is that
AC/DC
too
there.
far?
You could say somebody else, surely.
What's wrong with AC/DC?
I don't like AC/DC.
Oh, okay, that's fine
I
then. That's
don't.
fine.
I don't want to. No. You know what's going to happen now? Everyone's going to write in saying AC/DC. I would.
It's going to be
I would sell
AC/DC for
out
sure.
for you guys, or sell my soul. I'll lose all self-respect and go and listen to.
He will sell his soul to rock and roll for you guys if you guys want to do this.
Awesome, and this is why you keep coming out back and you love us. This is, it's we can't. I just want to keep saying it. I know I have to stop because we got to go, and there's only so many ways I can say it. But thank you all so much again.
Yes,
we really, really appreciate you all that are listening to us. Even if you listen to one episode or two episodes, we can't thank you enough.
Yeah, we love you all.
That's it.
And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Beers up, beers up, beers up.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yeah.
Have a little drinky
Merry
poo.
Christmas. Hold your beer up at home if you have one. If you haven't, go and open a beer and hold it up.
You don't have to drink it, but we just want you to hold that beer up, okay?
Neck it whilst thinking of me and Simon. Well, we could do like an ASMR thing. Like, is that what it's called?
That's right. Take the beer. Put the beer in your mouth. Lick the beer. Now tilt your head back. Pour the beer into your mouth. And now imagine me and Adam slowly caressing your neck while you down this beer. Doesn't that feel nice? And that's how you lose people. Bye everyone off the Discord. Bye everyone off the Facebook. See you later.
I can't go anymore. Stop it. Stop laughing. Right. That is everything for this episode. That was wonderful, Simon. I wish I really wanted to be able to carry that on, so we're both doing a little bit, but I was laughing too much, and I can't ad lib. Really can't. That's nothing we've spoken about. I can't just make stuff up on the spot, music or whatever. But yes, so we forgot to do. Oh, Jesus.
Forgot to do what?
We forgot to do Ronnie on the way in, so here's Ronnie on the way out. Thank you, Ronnie, and good night, Ronnie.
Good night, Ronnie. Go to bed. Get yourself to bed, mate.
Yeah.
He's had a few too many, ain't he, Ronnie? Jesus Christ. Get to bed, mate. Come on.
But yeah, we said it all already. Whatever you're doing, come and join us on social media, on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all the other stuff. We're on TikTok now. I put us on TikTok a little while ago to do videos for the Ultimate lineup, then stopped. But I will get back on TikTok. I was at some point. Fuck off. But I will get back on TikTok. And post some more stuff up. All the other places, join a Discord, go and watch some on YouTube. He'll tell you what it is in a minute. Just reach out, come and say hello. And thank you all for your support over the last year and a half. It's been incredible. Simon, over to you.
So I have a huge year lined up for YouTube next year. I'm doing a video a week for the entire year.
Nice.
So it's going to be a huge deal. So if you want to come over and check out my stuff on YouTube, I'm Simon Bond on YouTube. If you type that in, one of my videos comes up. So you'll be able to get all my stuff from there. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm Fonzie_Simon. And to reiterate what Adam said, thank you very much for the support. It's been a great year. Hope you all have a great Christmas. And we shall see you soon.
Excellent. Well, on that note, then, it's going to be a goodbye from me and America. It's going to be a goodbye and a Merry Christmas from me. Goodbye and Merry. I always fucked that up. What's wrong with me? I'm the one that I'm not even drinking. You're the one that's drinking, and I'm fucking it all up. It's a goodbye and a Merry Christmas from Simon.
Goodbye, Merry Crimbo.
And a goodbye and a Merry Christmas from me. Goodbye, Merry Christmas.